Casey doesn't feel different, being sort of the starting guy now the last couple weeks than it did when he was battling for the job?
I think it does feel a little bit different, but you want to make it the same every day. You want to make every day the same. You want to come out and give it your best. So at the end of the day, you want to try to keep it as normal as you can.
Knowing that a quarterback decision was going to be coming last week, when you go in to have the meeting with the coaches, were you nervous, or how did you feel going into the day, knowing that a decision would be looming on the starter?
Yeah, I feel like I put forth my best throughout the camp. So yeah, I was a little bit nervous for sure, but I feel like I gave myself the best chance I could.
And how did you feel after, when you found out that you would be the starter? What was kind of your thinking then?
It's a good feeling, but it just means there's more work to be done. We got a lot of games this year and some high expectations, so I'm excited.
With fall camp over, how does the mindset change just collectively as a team as you start to prepare for an actual game?
Yeah, so now we're actually getting into some game tape of other teams, and we're looking towards real games. So it's exciting because we're done hitting on each other for a while, and people are looking forward to that.
What's kind of the general scouting report of Texas Tech?
They're a good football team, so we're just starting to get into them. So we'll get some more here this coming week.
So it's going to be a big stage for you, your first start. What's going to be the expectation of yourself next Saturday?
I just want to give myself and our team the best chance we can to win. So I'm going to go out there and do everything I can, and I know they're going to do that for me as well.
When you were redshirting last year, what was the process of studying film like compared to what you expected to be like this year?
So, the last half of the season I was Troy's backup, so it had to be like you prepare like you're the starter every week. So I think that helped me a lot because I was preparing like I was going to play every single week. And I think it's kind of the same thing because you got to do that every week as a starter, right? So I think backing up Troy last year really helped me in that aspect.
You just played some good teams down the stretch last year. You obviously were watching film on, but how does that compare to what you're seeing out of a Big 12 team that you're watching film on now?
It is a little different because the athletes are different. They got 20-some more scholarships to give. Texas football is a little different. So, everyone's looking forward to it. It should be fun.
In what ways have you think you've developed or grown, even compared to last year, but during this off season?
I think a lot of it, just the mental aspect of things, just understanding the game, have the game slow down for me, and leadership, a lot of that. Just watching Troy last year, watching how he was a leader, and so I think I really grew in that aspect.
Last year, I think you said it was 6 snaps against Cal Poly, and so you've been on the field, but do you think there's a benefit to being just kind of thrown to the wolves, so to speak, and learn on the fly, maybe like you're going to at the early part of this season?
I think some experience does help. Like you said, I got maybe 6 snaps, so that's not a whole lot, but I think some experience definitely does help. Yeah, week 1 should be a good learning experience for me, and we'll just grow from there.
We talked a lot about the weapons on your offense, but specifically Logan Jones, what sort of things do you like that he can do for you guys offensively?
I think he can pretty much do it all. If we need him to run inside zone, he can run inside zone. He's a burner. He can run outside. So he's just a utility player for us, and that's awesome.
During the scrimmage, you had a throw, floated a little bit, but Cassis made such a great catch, such a great example of what he can bring to you. How much confidence does he give you when you can just throw it up to him?
Yeah, guys like Kevin, Travis, Lance, all those guys, when they can, they just make me look great. It's awesome that I can just throw it in the vicinity and they'll come down with this. So, yeah, that's a great feeling.
Specifically, Kevin, what do you think has helped him become a team captain for a second straight year?
Just the way he works in the off season. He's always leading by example, always doing the extra stuff, always pushing people, and he's just a great guy to have around in the locker room.
Coach,
What can you learn from guys like Kevin and these other receivers that you got, Travis? What can you learn from guys like that?
I mean, they're great team players. Like Travis, he moved from quarterback last year to receiver just willingly. I mean, he'll do anything for the team, and so they're just great guys to have around because they teach that culture of team. And so, I mean, yeah, they're great guys to have around.
Coach has talked about how he's been impressed with some of your practice habits and preparation. So how can you describe just the way you go about that and what that process is like?
Yeah, coming from a little smaller place than this last year during fall camp, it was a big change, right? So, like I said, just watching and learning, listening to people, listening to Troy and all them, it really just, you got to sit down and take every day like it's a new day and just come at it with the right mindset every day. So I think that's really helped me.
And how far have you come, do you think, in the mental aspect of understanding the offense and what you guys are trying to accomplish out there?
Yeah, I think a year really helps. Like I said, last fall camp was kind of a drinking out of a fire hose type thing. So a year really helps, just watching and studying. And I think I've come a long ways.
You mentioned how this place is a little different, a little bigger than high school where you came from. What has surprised you the most since you came to campus?
Probably football-wise, just the speed of the game. I mean, everybody's faster, everybody's bigger, and that's a lot different than high school for me.
And coming out of high school, coming to college, were you ever hoping to be, the day one, redshirt freshman starter, or what were your kind of goals going into college in that aspect?
Well, coming out of high school, I didn't really know what to expect. Yeah, I'm a competitor, so I'm always going to come compete and give my all. So, yeah, I mean, it's always been a dream for me to become a starter, and I think I gave myself a good chance to do that.
Do you think it'll be difficult for you next Saturday to kind of control your emotions or maybe the butterflies that you might feel?
I mean, I think the nerves will be there for sure, but at the end of the day, it's just another day. And I know that those guys are going to be riding for me, and I'm going to give my best for them too. So.
All right. Thanks, Casey.
Thanks, guys.